Hi, I'm Robert and I work on the libraries team at Datadog. The library team owns integration with your client apps. We're the team that instruments your application and uses the data for multiple use cases, including scanning for and finding security threats. I want to show you one way you can investigate security threats in the context of your distributed traces with Datadog. This is the Trace Explorer in Datadog Application Performance Monitoring. Today we're going to investigate an error spike in an application. I've received an alert that we have a high error rate for file processor service, so I filter on that service and any request resulting in a 500 status. I start by investigating each of the failing requests, looking for any sort of pattern. What jumps out at me is each failing request has a security alert. I can jump into ASM and help us decide whether this is just a casual scan or part of a more sophisticated attack. We can see a source IP, however we can see there's no authenticated user identified. ASM is also able to show us the path of an attack through each service in the request. In this case, it's just hitting the file processor service. Now, internet-facing applications are being scanned all the time by all sorts of actors, so it isn't always a big deal. But what if this scanner was doing something that caused an error in the app, which affects the users of the application? I can use the copy to curl command to help me run this in my local dev environment. I can see that the code fails in the local dev environment using my debugging tools, and I spot the issue is the scanner is using a content type we don't support. Now, returning an error for unsupported content type is a reasonable thing to do, but here we're returning a 500 internal server error. This means an error occurred in my service, but this isn't the case here. Clearly the client is sending the wrong data. So I'm going to fix the code so we send a 400 unsupported media type rather than 500. While I'm getting a spike in errors from the scanner, we know that the mistake is in the request rather than the service. We don't need to spend cycles doing a security investigation. To summarize, in this video I showed how security insights can provide me context while troubleshooting code errors. Have you tried checking out the security of your services yet? If so, has this workflow worked for you? If you have any other workflows you'd like to share or any feedback on the current one, please share in the comments below. Thank you.